Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing well. This is Prajakta Shaw. I'm going to cover chapter 4, forms of advertising of unit 1, selling, marketing, exhibiting a product through advertising. So basically forms of advertising will be the last chapter of unit 1. In previous chapter we have covered the forms of media. Now we are going to cover what are the forms of advertising. First term we should keep in mind is what product advertising is. Product advertising is basically the relationship between a product and the potential consumers. So whatever the relationship is between a product or a service and the consumers or the customers, which we can say, so that is what product advertising is. Advertising also ensures the needs, whether the needs of the customers, whether the needs of the customers are fulfilled or not, whether the needs of the customers are satisfied or not. And it also gives interesting features to the product, and it also directly or indirectly informs the consumers that our product is better than the competitors. Now these are the advertisements through which the personality of the product increases, like it builds the personality or the identity of the product, and it becomes a center of attraction for many. Now to promote product we can use celebrities or sports persons. Basically we are using glamour to defining our product. So as we all know, the celebrities or the sports persons, so they are idol of many. So if they say that eat or drink or buy this product, so there will be people who are really going to buy that product. So they use glamour for their brand, as a face their as the face of their brand. Now the another term which we should keep in mind is institutional advertising. What institutional advertising is all about? Institutional advertising is basically a hard sell. What is a hard sell? There are two types of cells, okay? Hard cells and soft cells. Hard cells are the cells where we are and we are telling directly to the consumers that my product is better. Okay, like we are talking with them, we are telling them directly about our product. But soft sales are basically this sales or where we are only talking about the benefits. We are not pushing the product, we are not talking about the service, but we are only telling about my product, where we are not comparing my product with any other product. So that's what soft sell is all about. Hard sell is the sell where we are comparing the product, and we are talking about our benefits of the product, and we are saying it is directly to the customer, or directly, or it can be indirectly as well. The main motive is that to tell the customers that our product is better than the competitors. So in institutional advertising is a hard sell. What is the basic purpose of institutional advertising? So if the question is asked that define institutional advertising, then we have to if it is of 1 mark, then we have to write this line. We have to write the basic purpose of institutional advertising is to promote the image of the company. So we have to promote the image of the company. So this was all about institutional advertising. These were the two important terms. First is product advertising, and second is institutional advertising. Product and institutional advertising is the very important term in this whole chapter. There are many more, but usually the questions are asked that define or differentiate between product advertising or institutional advertising. So now we are going to public service advertising in smaller, in easier words. If I am asked to explain what public service advertising is, so public service advertising before a movie, where we see ad, we if I give example, then we usually see one ad continuously before a movie starts. It's like we should not smoke, and we the if a person is there who is smoking, and he is suffering now very badly, he is not well. So those types of advertisings are public service advertising, where we are talking about awareness, we are talking about public awareness and social service or social awareness. So what are the another name of public service advertising? Public service advertising is also known as public awareness advertising, social service advertising, and social awareness advertising. So it basically generates or transmits a short and precise message, cause or a problem. Okay, so this was all about public service advertising. This is the whole definition of public service advertising, which is basically a small and precise message. Now advocacy advertising is basically an important concept and practice on social activism. Social activism is basically the government agencies, or NGOs. So what is advocacy? Advocacy is an activity by an by an individual, or it can be by a group that seeks to influence public opinion on matters of public importance, such as electoral reforms. So advocacy is basically normally thought of an advertisement message or public communication regarding economic, political, or social issues. Now, comparative advertising is the most easiest, I would say, a form of advertising, where we are talking about our product is better than others, as I said before, where we are comparing products, and we are saying that directly or indirectly that our products are better than the products of competitors. Now, comparative advertising is legal in Europe, United States, Canada, Australia, and in many more developed countries. So it is not legal in India, but there are many developed countries where comparative advertising is legal. There are like the owner of the brand. They do compare their products with the products of their competitors, and they do not blur. They don't blur. If we see in India, we do compare the products, but we do blur the name of the product. Still, we can distinguish that like the product is being compared with which brand. But in India, the product's name is not revealed. But in Europe or in other developed countries like United States, Canada, or Australia, their name of the product is revealed from both the sides. If they're comparing two products, those two products name will be revealed. If they are comparing Dettol with Santhol, then they will compare it, and they will say that this is Dettol and this is Santhol. So this is what comparative advertising basically is looking for, or this is what a comparative advertising is. Now, what is corporative advertising? Corporative advertising is a system that allows two parties to share advertising cost. So basically, the corporative advertising is outside the grocery stores, where we see the billboards. Billboards of Vodafone or Airtel, where there is no link of grocery, and where there is no link of something related to gadgets, but still they do promote the product, they do promote the service through a grocery store. So that what corporative advertising means, where two businesses, usually one large business and one small business, cost of advertising by advertising together. Now, what is direct mail? Direct mail is basically, in the previous chapter I've explained direct mail, but still, if I am asked to define direct mail in with examples, then I would say those online sites as in Amazon or Flipkart will be a very good example to define direct mail. So we have seen the advantages and disadvantages of forms in earlier chapter, as I said before, but we must understand it conceptually as most direct and personal forms of advertising that uses mass media. This is uniqueness. So it is a very good form of advertising, if we say, because in now generation, people is basically, people living in cities, people living in developed cities, developed areas, then they are mostly dependent on online. On point of purchase advertising. Point of purchase advertising basically includes sale. It expands sale, 50% off, 50% sale. That is what a point of purchase advertising means. Point of purchase advertising is precisely designed to induce us into such buying. So various window place, floor stands, banners, or strategically placed like near the payment point. The 50% off, or those can also be the examples of point of purchase advertising. And there are basically few banners where we see in the counter. So those can be also a very good example of point of purchase advertising. Now, what is information advertising? Information advertising is basically, it is used when a new product is first being introduced. We use information advertising when the product is newly introduced in this competitive market, because we give all the information of the product, basically the benefits of the product, the main feature of the product, in kinds of posters. So that what information or informational advertising is all about. it has comprehensive approach to the information regarding the product. So this was all about the forms of advertising, where we have covered all the forms of advertising, and this was the last chapter of unit 1. So this is all about forms of advertising. Thank you for watching, and till the next video, keep learning.